Hello.
Hello. All right. So what? So this is just they redid the old one, right? This is like a revamp of the old one.
It's more of just really a re-release, really, of the original.
Oh, cool, cool. That's what I meant. Yeah, like just like a bump up on some graphics and stuff and
Not
bugs.
even that. Not even that. It's literally just the original released on PlayStation
Oh,
4.
nice.
Yeah.
Welcome, little one. This is your first day.
Alrighty.
Your
So
designation will be RP-01
I guess should we go back onto what we were talking about before?
We expect
The
you to
Twin
break
Peaks. Yeah, we
these
can talk
soon.
about the Twin Peaks.
Yeah. All right. So should I like go back to what I was to the start of what I was saying?
You have been
About
warned to
understanding Twin
dangerous
Peaks, like or
times.
what you
A
should know
sharp
before
mind will
getting
be the
into Twin
key
Peaks.
to
Yeah,
success.
that's
Yeah,
a good
you're
way.
you're getting
What
into
you
what
should
you
know.
actually have to like watch and stuff. Act 2 as
Yeah,
as
this is
well.
But as often as
this is the
not,
warning with Twin Peaks,
it
right?
will be your inherent
If you're
physical
just gonna
traits
watch it halfway,
that
you
win you
totally
the
can.
game.
You can actually watch it just ironically too. You could totally enjoy it ironically
And in this
without like
regard,
even looking
you
into
will
what's
be
going on.
superior to your more
And
common
it'd be
brethren.
funny. It'd be fucking hilarious because it is. It's so uncanny in its comedy and in its horror that it totally works only as a comedy too. If you want to look at
For
it,
you are a commando.
it's
An
weird.
elite
If
unit.
you sort of have to have an
Something
attitude
truly
coming into
special.
Twin Peaks. It's definitely if you
Your
want to if you want the
weapons,
full thing, the full
your armor,
experience,
and most
you got to put in
importantly,
the time.
your breakfast.
In the
The
frustration.
lifer of our world
Because I mean, it's
hunt and
every
pause to
episode,
bring down much larger
not
prey.
including a lot of
So
the
too
like
shall you
the
join the
season
three
openers and the
brothers
season
and
endings, which
become
are
a
like full on
fierce
hour or
hunters
like
for the
sometimes even
public.
hour 20
Now,
minutes.
join your
They're all
squad
about averaging
and
50
embrace your
minutes.
destiny as their leader.
Especially in the return, they're like
Join Delta
some of them
Squad.
are around like
Delta
over 50
4
minutes.
your foundation.
Uh,
A pure
but you have
and
like what? I'm trying
uncomplicated
to think of how many
soldier.
episodes there is because
6-2,
there's
the
technically
heart
only
and
3
soul
seasons
of
in
your
a movie.
team. And
If you
07,
just want to go with
the
the
fiercest hunter
basic
of all
media
your
form of Twin
brothers.
Peaks, you know,
You are each the
just of watching
piece
it,
of a
right?
whole person.
Okay,
And
but
the
isn't
Republic
isn't there
will
more
call
than
you
just that?
to
I could have swore
defend
there's like
and give
spin-off
your
series and stuff.
lives if need be.
There's spin-off books. Um, there's a book that happens after the first 2 original series that because this is how Twin Peaks broken up. I didn't explain this when we were recording. Starts with first season, not including there's actually a pilot that I actually haven't seen. There's a pilot episode that's a short, and then there's the second season. In between that, David Lynch's daughter writes the Laura Palmer's diary, and that ties in between the two, and lore that will happen in the future. Maybe actually unintentionally, if once I go into how how Twin Peaks development is and the chaos that it is, and and how amazing it is that this show actually got past 1 season.
I know it can be quite crazy. I haven't watched too much of it, so I don't know a
Mm.
bit of it. But I know because of some things that it has to do with like the Black Lodge theory and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, it ties into a lot of that type of like Crowley shit. Um, but so that's the first 2 things. It's like what I think the pilot is made in '89. I forget if the first series came out in '90s. I'm pretty sure it ended in '92 or '93. Then it that was oh yeah, second season happens. David Lynch had control, and it's not just David Lynch that is the series. It's David Lynch and Matt Stone. Matt Stone is the co-creator of Twin Peaks, and he probably actually
Wait,
adds.
hold up. Is this the same Matt Stone that helped create South Park?
No. Let me actually. No, sorry. Mike Frost.
I was, I was about to fucking
ex,
say.
excuse me. I had a huge Keith bowl Mike Frost. Yeah, Mike Frost. He's probably I'd say it's mainly David Lynch that controls everything, the atmosphere, the weird, all the weird shit is David Lynch, and anything that like is actual lore and organized is probably Mike Frost interpreting what David Lynch is doing, which is really cool, I think. Because I don't know, because I think if it was David Lynch only, the show would completely not make any sense at all. There'd be nothing to really grasp at, almost. It'd be all esoteric.
Alright.
But but there's some sabotage. I don't want to spoil too much because the sabotage kind of spoils what happens in the first season. But producers fucked up, not even for like for ratings and shit, just because they wanted to know shit. It was for like selfish, stupid reasons. Like they actually admitted that. They're like, oh, we just wanted to know because we didn't think this show was gonna last, so we just didn't want to, end on a cliffhanger. Which is a super huge dick move and kind of starts David Lynch's distaste for having to deal with fucking TV piece of shit because he's mostly an indie dude, Anyway, he continues a little bit into the second season after that huge fucking burn and disrespect from producers, or not even producers, because I mean people just but trying to think the executives, fucking corporate assholes. But these are that are, because this is running on fuck, I forget what channel it is. This is running on like primetime TV, like this.
I forget what channel Twin Peaks was on. I want to say like ABC or NBC.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'd have to look that up. But
it might have been CW actually.
Yeah, it seems like that type of show. I don't know how long that channel's been around, because this is pretty early. This is early '90s. But eventually gets pushed in because they start putting their fingers in it again, and he leaves the show temporarily until the last 2 episodes. Comes back with the fucking vengeance. Best fucking 2 episodes of or.
That sounded ominous.
Actually, no. I think it's just the last one. It's not even the last 2, because it's just the last episode. That's fucking that's fucking David Lynch. And then the show cancels. He leaves it. David Lynch just like stopped it because he's like, I'm done. This is how I'm gonna end it. Ends on the cliffhanger until
wait,
96.
Are you serious? It ends on the cliffhanger?
Yeah, just for season 2.
Okay, so there is more after season 2?
Yes.
Okay.
See, this would be awful if you watched it in real time, because you're not actually going to get anything except the prequel until 25 years. Yeah.
Oh god. I would have never watched it. I would have been upset. It's like the Venture Brothers. They just kept canceling it too many times.
And then it got canceled again. And then it got canceled again. Fuck. I had really mixed me up too about Venture Brothers.
Like, oh man, I'm watching it with my friend Trip right now, but I'm still upset while watching it. I'm not enjoying it actually. It's like I already know that it's canceled again, so.
I still enjoy it just because I love the characters.
I love the Monarch and everything, but
yeah.
It sucks that I want to get into it, but I want to know if it's going to continue or not.
Yeah, I wish they could let them just have like the last season to wrap it up, It needed a conclusion. It was about to conclude, it seemed like.
But isn't it on like season 5 right now or something?
No, it's on season 2. It was like on season 7.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's the last time that I was really into Venture Brothers was,
Oh yeah, because they canceled it around season 5 too, I believe, and then it came back, and then it was all good and going, but then fucking Adult Swim changed changed fucking owners, and the dudes looked at like their budget and were like, why are we giving so much money to this show? And just fucking canceled it. Yep, just like that.
I interrupted your Twin Peaks talk though. My bad.
Oh yeah, but otherwise, season 3 happens at 25 years after. It was like what, 2017? I forget how. I forget what years around there that it didn't like come back until, which that means the movie was 96. Movie's really good, but a huge mess. They couldn't get. They actually had to replace an actor, which they like did a really terrible job. It looks nothing like the person who did that. It's a little distracting, but at least they're just a side character. That's one of my main gripes with Fire Walk with Me. But other than that, like, it's cool to see because that's when we get the most of the actress that is Laura Palmer, and she fucking nails it. She's fucking great.
On the move, awaiting orders.
And also fucking Chris Isaac's in it. And David Bowie.
As you wish, sir.
Both as FBI agent.
We could use a hold here, Delta.
And Kiefer Sutherland.
Priming charge.
Okay.
The charge is set and ready to detonate. It's all yours, boss.
I don't know if you know who Chris Isaac is. bit of a bit of outside of your music sphere.
Yeah, it kind of is.
He's like a 90s kind of, what would you, I don't know what you call it. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. Like white R&B? I don't know. But he does a song that I've always liked since I was a kid, which is Wicked Game.
I want to say...
He's a real handsome looking dude. He's like, he looks like he's from like he looks like your stereotypical handsome guy from like the fucking 50s. He's got like that type of hairstyle and stuff. Wearing a wife beater. Except he's wearing a suit and Twin Peaks because he's special agent. And actually does a really good job. He's not a bad actor.
Oh, nice. Good, good.
And I didn't think David Bowie was bad either, because he's an agent in it too, for a short part. And his role's kind of funny, but he was real embarrassed because he was doing a southern accent. He didn't think it was good.
Okay.
Which even later that he had him when they use those scenes later in the return, he actually told them to dub it over with a better actor. Which is kind of sad because then it was like they when they finally released Twin Peaks, he died and they couldn't have him in it too. But they still respected his wishes of dubbing it over just for that. A lot of interesting stuff. But yeah, it's get into it. Oh yeah, there's also the books that are by Mark Frost too, because there's a book that's between. So all the fans got, other than like since we had to wait 25 years for the 3rd season, was another book in between. I forget what it's called. There's also another book that's just about like the missing, or just like lore behind the town of Twin Peaks, like the history, which kind of ties into the lore. And then finally, after the 3rd season, Mark Frost wrote Twin Peaks: The Final Dossier, which is I think kind of wraps up some more stuff too, which I haven't read, and I need to.
Okay. I am paying attention to what you're saying, but I'm also trying to focus on
Oh
the
yeah,
game,
that's
so
fine.
I'm not acting like an idiot. And plus,
But there you
it's
go.
something I have knowledge. So it's not
But
like
that's
I
what
can
you
retort.
that's what you're getting into if you want to go into Twin Peaks. It's better with friends, I'd say. Because you need that support. You need to be bumping off like what you think is going on, because otherwise you'll feel like you're going insane. You need to compare notes.
How the hell?
Especially, it's good. I think it's the best to watch it with someone who's watched it before too, because especially someone that's not gonna spoil things with you, but can be like, can kind of help you. I felt like that helped with Starfish, because we watched it again through him. That's because I watched it through before, and this is my second watch through. Just recently, we actually just finished it, but it was Starfish's first, and he definitely would get frustrated, and it definitely helped him that we could be like, we could reassure him that answer is like kind of coming soon, just being like, oh, it's coming. Just wait. We're not gonna say anything. There's definitely a lot of times where he asks questions and we just have to be completely silent. Like, he will be grasping at straws.
I have a bad habit of making connections before they're like.
You know what? It's totally fine. This is the best show to do this with. This is what the show's made for, is making connections first. And honestly, it would have been more like that if David Lynch had the full control from the beginning, probably.
Okay.
Which is that's what makes me mad about the series. Is that it's really good. It's just like, if there wasn't such fucking pieces of shit like grubby motherfuckers that like sabotage art, I wonder what it could have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If he could have had full creative control instead of
like he does over his movies. You know? Most of his movies.
Even though I will say, sometimes the creative control doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But I will suggest, even though I'm guessing you didn't watch the original cut, I definitely suggest the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Maybe.
Getting acquainted with the locals, they say.
The 4 hours is a commitment.
It's good. I do say at the 2 hour mark that find a good spot to take an intermission. Don't try to sit there and watch the full 4 hours. But that's
no one wants to watch it with me, and I can't watch it alone. I don't know.
I just have to say, it just,
that's something you're gonna have to make me watch someday.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that when I'm up there. Oh shit.
Oh shit, super battle droids.
Help me,
Yep.
help me!
That's a clone killer right there.
Oh fuck yeah, that's cool.
Jedis make them look like pussies, don't mean it.
Come on, get up. Get up. Oh shit.
Run.
I don't know. Still don't know the fucking button to switch my fucking guns.
Makes me want to play Airsoft for some reason. Oh man, I wish I got to play that better. Like every time I've tried, like I always got like sabotaged. I only got to like play once, like legitly.
I get to play Airsoft legitly all the time, thankfully.
I got to play once, like later in life with my friend at a mall. But there's like one, because the kids in this was back in Kentucky, because the kids around there would like play it all the time, and I finally got an airsoft gun to like play, and I got a shitty like $20 one from Walmart. And what I didn't know is that like after the first couple pumps, it had already broken.
Oh shit.
It was all plastic. So I was surviving and not getting hit, dodging shots and stuff, because it was, one hit, you're out type of game. I remember it was down to me and, like, this one person, and I'm just, like, pumping and shooting, and I'm thinking, like, is this kid not, like, calling his hits? Because I'm like, he's like, don't worry, I'm not hitting this fucking kid. And what I didn't know is that I've just been shooting blanks the whole game. That was my experience, and I finally got this cool automatic, like, little, it was so cheap, but it was a little automatic, SMG one. And I had, like, this cool, I had a bunch of this, like stupid, like, gear on, like, with a helmet, and, like, a mask, and, like, combat shit and stuff, and I went out and was, like, ringing on people's doorbell, like, I'm ready for some fucking airsoft, motherfuckers, and they're like, oh yeah, the parents banned it, we can't play it anymore. And I'm like, fuck! I never got to play it, because it was banned.
You got robbed.
I know. I was all fucking ready too with my, like, gear. Like shit, like with some of my dad's like unused military gear too. I'm like, fuck, man. Piss the fuck off.
Just see the montage of you putting your clothes on, getting all hyped.
Yeah, it was
up and
exactly
ready.
like that. I was playing it up too, like, hell yeah. Coming back for vengeance. And then people got into Nerf, and I was just like, nah.
Oh, screw Nerf.
Like, I'm not spending money on fucking Nerf guns and shit. Like, fuck that. And then I just played Star Wars with, like, the little kids, and that was it. That's all I got.
I thankfully was able to play airsoft with a bunch of kids and my dad. I got into airsoft real good, and I also wanted to get in paintball too, but that was just way too expensive.
Yeah, I always wanted to do paintball. I want to do something like that.
I wanted to be one of the assholes that brought their own equipment.
I'm just thinking of Community now. You got into the paintball episode. Oh yeah, you definitely got into the paintball episode.
Yeah, those are some of my favorites.
That is the best episode, in my opinion. That was like that episode like made my dad like have to like pause it to like stop breathing.
Oh yes, you know it's good when it causes him to.
You know exactly the scene too. Senior Chang.
I hear machinery below.
I didn't know the deep lore behind the song they used in that. Did you know?
Oh no, I didn't.
The song is about like this warrior that was like betrayed by his king. He was like hired, and then like the king like tried to get him killed or something, you know. So he just came back and like for a suicide mission to kill him.
Oh shit.
So that's why that song's playing, and then like he does the suicide song. Some Breaking Bad shit.
Nice.
Like totally unnecessary.
It's such a good show. It's so well done.
It's also funny it's a Chinese legend, even though that Chang's not Chinese.
Can I not unequip this?
At least that's what I've read secondhand. That could be totally made up. But it seems legit.
This place gives me the creeps.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure I heard that legend before.
Looks like we're in some sort of Geonosian birthing chamber, gentlemen.
What do you know?
I have to look more into like Chinese legends, because there's like a bunch of cool like fucking legends like that of like warrior shit. Not unlike the Vikings, really, of like this type there, you know.
There's a show that I gotta get back into.
Oh yeah. Oh, they should do a show like with just based on fucking, you know, like legends from the east.
Yeah, that
Like
would be good.
kind of how Vikings does it, you know, but maybe even more.
Yeah, that would be really nice. But I don't know. I don't know, because if they do it like Ragnar, once Ragnar dies, I don't really care for the...
Well, I'm talking about do it like a loose one, like maybe not even have a plot, just have like
just
each episode be like a
anthology
legend
type deal?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Just like, especially the one off the with that fucking dude that like goes and takes out the emperor. Just like cool like martial arts ones like that.
Acknowledged.
Just putting it out in the ether. I don't care if you steal it from me. Just make it happen. throw me a couple bones.
At least give you a credit.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is there friendly fire?
There's the jamming device, but it's shielded. The controls to that shield must be nearby.
I forgot if I was in the middle of conversation with anything.
Yeah, we were talking about something, but I just can't remember.
Well, anyway. Well, what's your objective here? You gonna jam something?
I gotta destroy a jammer.
You're obviously on Janusa.
Yeah, I'm on Geonosa right now. I believe it's Geonosa.
Yeah. It's gonna be equipping by attack.
Shit, come on. At least it's not a permanent. It's not. You get it. Come on.
What's on a permanent what?
It's not a permanent death. If you have teammates, they can revive you.
God damn, telemarketer.
Good to go, sir.
On my way.
Well, I can't remember if I added anybody more into the list. Oh yeah. I'm not covering anybody, just going over the new edition. For future.
That's fine. I actually have a new edition.
Oh, yeah, let me add it right here. I gotta open it.
Yeah. It's a little spoiler for probably what my next script is going to be about.
That'll give us that's nice to give us a little teaser.
But it's Buddha Field. It's a cult, a modern age cult that's still going on to this day.
Yeah. Is that like Buddha as in the Buddha? Then field?
From what I haven't done much research on it. From what I've researched so far, it seems like more or less it's about the cult leader being God, and he says you're also God, and other horse shit.
Yeah, I don't think I have that on here.
Yeah, it's fucking, it's actually very, it seems to be a cult that more sexualizes its male members than its female members, actually.
There we go. Step in the right direction, I guess.
I mean, raping your male members is not
yeah,
good.
Yeah, no, that's a joke.
But yeah, apparently, like, during...
Satire. Satire.
Satire.
Stealing a joke, but yes. It's a reference from YMS and Adam Plays stuff. Just, you could say anything as long as you say satire. I don't know how they get away with some of the stuff they say on Twitch. Anyway, continue on. But I did add it though. I may have spelled it wrong, but I know it.
Yeah, but it I don't want to give too much away, but it seems it like during like hypnotion like therapies, the founder likes to inappropriately touch his male members and stuff.
Not unheard of. It was like, what was that? Fucking. It was the psychiatrist dude, the hypnotist that worked on Lee Harvey Oswald that they tried to connect to like MK Ultra and stuff too. But then he got in trouble because he was molesting one of his patients.
We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it.
Alphian puts it the best way. No, don't trust hypnotists. Don't trust anyone you can.
Never trust the hypnotist.
Help him, Delta.
Definitely never be alone with him. So yeah, I put Budafield under, right under Bill Poole. The real Bill Butcher. The guy who Bill Butcher from, if anyone's watched Gangs of New York, is based off.
Okay. Good to know.
Though there's a lot of things that they take for
And before you
creative
get
purposes.
too deep into this conversation, we have to do a bye-bye.
Gangs of New York.
Let's get
Oh
down
yeah.
to the lower level.
We'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.